Thanks for being here. Let's thank one more time the phenomenal leadership that we have in the county, the city, and the LGBT community represented by I did not prepare a speech, mostly because I did not realize there would be this many of us here tonight. What a great thing. There's always somebody to pick on. There's always somebody to look at and think they're less than human. And over the years, that's been a different somebody. It's been Christians and Jews, it's been Muslims, African Americans, Latinos, the undocumented. It's been people of different faiths, creeds, and colors, backgrounds, and incomes, and looks, and ages. There's always somebody. And so today, we're acknowledging the horror of a killing that targeted one part of our community. But we also got to ask ourselves, if we do nothing, who will it be tomorrow? Yes. And that's why this isn't just an attack on one part of America. It's an attack on all of us. And that's exactly why our response matters so much. We're going to have to ask ourselves whether this is just going to lead to more talk or whether there's going to be some action this time.
Yeah.
Yeah! Every social evil, in my view, follows from a single phenomenon, and that's a person looking at another person and seeing something other than a person.
Yeah.
All evil, if you think about it, the way we treat each other, when we are at our worst, comes from that one thing. Looking at another human being and seeing something other than a human. And those labels that people put on us, that we put on each other, sometimes make it easier to do that. That's why tonight is so important. Because nothing can bring back the lives that were lost last night. You know, the last time we turned these lights a different color, it was for Gun Violence Awareness Week. Asking ourselves who would be next. Not knowing we were living on the eve of the worst mass shooting in American history. And so we got to think not only about what happened to the LGBT community, we got to think about what's happened across our history and is happening, including the slow motion massacre of mostly young, mostly men, mostly of color, that is happening in cities like America, like South Bend, all across America every day. We got to think about every instance of hate, and we got to turn it around. We can spend a lot of time describing the problem. I promise you the whole next week will be full of experts on television describing the problem. It's up to us to think about the solution. And while nothing that we can do will bring back those lives, we can absolutely make good on that tragedy by turning forward a better face. And that's what makes me so proud of this turnout and the event that happened earlier today and the very character of our city. Because we have a literal, physical symbol of Dr. King's reminder that darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that.
Yeah.
If all social evil flows from people's ability to look at another person and not see a person, all social good comes from the ability to look at another person and view that person as worth as much or more as ourselves. We've got a word for that experience, that thing that happens when you look at another person and you see something that matters more to you than you. And it's called love. Yeah. And love's going to win. Yes! Yes! So being gathered here together tonight in love as a response to terror, let's stay together tonight and every night that comes after this. And I think the best way we can express that is not so much for you to be here to hear what we have to say, but for the whole world to hear what this city has to say. And I would suggest that we all walk together, first in silence, and then in greeting, and then in joy, to those lights lit up to reflect the light that we hope to shine out toward the rest of the world. Sound good? Yeah!
Excuse me, guys. Excuse me.
Sorry, go ahead.
Pardon me, guys.
Over to center earlier.
I wish you would have had a mic.
Well, they said that Rory's going to drive here. They're going to move us lower so that we still do the actual shot. Rory's going to drive here and get up to battery.
Yeah, there's been a camera.
That's
That's all on the